Do I?
Spare the innocent, punish the wicked.
There she is. You ain't breaking shit. Bring your ass, actually. I want to talk to you, player.
They won't like this.
While I breathe, I hope.
Deliverance.
Like, look at that. Like, she actually almost has her other passive activated here. Kayle levels.
Holy fire, burn away the darkness. You never see it coming.
Hold on, guys. It is your boy Cash, and we are here, and I'm deeply scared and terrified with this deck. Kayle, actually, I thought she would be the most basic of the bitches when it came down to making a deck. I feel like all you have to do is put some big attack, but I actually forgot that one, her thing is round start. So round start means that she pretty much won't level on temporary buffs. You know, you definitely have to have some more permanent stuff. So I see a bunch of people going Bard, and that kind of makes sense, right? Bard makes a decent amount of sense, but one, I like to be unique and I guess, what is it, like hipster, and I didn't want to go Bard. I feel like that was like the easiest thing. I do see that I think Demacia also would be a proper way to go about it, because Demacia has rally, Demacia has many ways to kind of boost up the attack. Demacia has that new broken 8 cost card that is absolutely demonic. But I thought about what's a way to get her pretty much leveled or having really high attack when she comes out, and it's already done, the work has already been done. I feel like with chimes and stuff like that, like, you don't really have the power to like really do that. Sometimes those units, because you need to have something that can attack a lot of times and kind of feel safe doing it. The best way to do that is to have like an overwhelming advantage early. And yes, chimes can do that, but it's more luck based. I'm looking for something a little bit more consistent. Enter the annoying fucking Yordle. So LULU, as you know, she has a kind of a support archetype. She levels up relatively quickly, and she boosts stats just like anybody else does. So I'm using a decent amount of little 1-drops. I'm using some little +1/+1s. And by the way, Kayle's an absolute asshole because you need to actually attack with increased power. So I couldn't even do cheeky stuff with like the formidable cards, but it has to be power. She's very specific on how she wants. You know, she knows her kinks and she knows how she wants it. All right, and I'm not here to deny her. So we're running a bunch of low-end units. I'm even trying out the card that I thought would be butt cheeks, which is the Navori Longtail, because if I get a nice wide board, I actually think that this card might even be good in Azirarelia, just because this has this nice thing. Either it gives +1 to the board, or if you need an extra, not only just an extra blocker, but also something to trigger the other guys, I think this card is absolutely phenomenal. And also, let me just throw in a disclaimer that I've only tested this deck out against AI, so if I get my cheeks clapped right now, it's completely you guys' fault. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. But I think that this version works a little bit better, because it allows Kayle to work for her passive, and her passive actually reads, I have +1 for each time an ally attacked with increased power. Since most of my units will be attacking in relatively early with increased power, she kind of gets a strong. Every time I've like had her and I like drew her on curve or had her, she pretty much was +8. So she was really ready to go, ready to attack, and she also has attack, so it's for each ally. It's actually written wrong, like in my personal opinion. It says for each time an ally attack, but each time would initiate an attack itself. But it's for each ally that attacks, she gets +1. So it's written a little bit weird. That's why I didn't know like if Demacia work, would rally work in it. It technically would, but I want to try out this iteration first and see if it works, so wish me luck. And Ezreal Caitlyn with the double school skins with the school backdrop as well. This guy went all in. I like these two cards, but I definitely need, I might even bounce this and maybe one of these. This deck kind of like counters me too. I definitely need like one of my one of the early support units. That's also good to see. We definitely dropped the, I don't want him killing that just yet. So we're gonna drop the Frightened Ibex. And you'll see like how Kayle actually kind of just levels here. Hopefully this will be a good thing. This is one of those videos when I'm more trying to showcase a concept than actually win. Hopefully that works. I also thought about spiders as well. Spiders is actually a pretty decent way to go about things. Here we just let him attack. Really smart. That means he doesn't have any type of ping. Wait, did this thing go off every 2 seconds? Holy shit. Alright, Where'd it go? Oh, why'd it go on you, my guy? That is not the card I wanted that to go on.
I will die when I am ready.
Now, I'm going to go in this route instead because... Do you have double Mystic? That taps me out, which is very unfortunate. If he has another Mystic shot, he can pull it here. Okay, he does not. He gives him... Yeah, it actually helps him survive. So check this out. So you can see Kayle has no level here. This becomes a problem. Ravenous Flock. Oh, perfect. I didn't really do anything for that. So you can see that she went up +4. So this one was +1 here. Then it gave 3. It's written wrong. Like, I just want you guys to know. It's written wrong. It looks like it's scaling off of the stats. The amount of stats that are being pushed by the allies. So there's a lot of other decks that could work with this, but I think it's because it's actually written a little bit wrong that it makes it like kind of hard to understand what's going on. I think here we drop another Saga Seeker so I can bank mana.
Your shadows, demon.
That's kind of... I want to use the low mana play and still keep this up. My heavier mana play. Now this is permanently boosted up. Does he want to blow another ping? I don't think so. Now we can drop the Wing Messenger. Just to save this guy. I'd rather save these. Next turn is 5 mana, right? Plus this. Hopefully we draw into something nice. Like an Esmus, which is fantastic. I'm going to drop the big guy first. Going to go with the sun, of course. So now you'll get to see... Okay. Bro, your hand is good. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter. I love how he like actually gets empowered in hand. You're jumping the gun, my friend. Now, 1, 1. So it should go up by 2, right? 6. Like you see what I'm saying? Like that's not technically how it's read. Like it shouldn't technically work that way. There we go. That's the card I'm looking for. Hopefully nothing crazy happens there. I would definitely want to drop this. 100%.
Grant us your guidance.
Because we can LULU that. You can go as wide as you want. I'll take my favorable blocks. He doesn't have much mana here. Alright. And I don't have Kayle in hand, but check this out. Whispered Words? Where do you get that from? Okay, Green Gate, that's not going to do anything. Alright, so... Big Montings. Oh, wait, no. We want as many cards boosted, so Kayle comes out as an absolute Egyptian god. And that's going to heal me up by a lot. And then we get this other attack in there. There might have been a way I can get lethal here. They say Kayle's leveled, which I don't even know what that even means technically, but yes, Kayle is leveled now. I would love to draw her. That'd be fantastic. But there's no way I had 2 units here that were gonna get blocked by something. Oh, that's what it was. The Station Archivist. The Station Archivist was Whispered Words, but I mean he had Whispered Words, but he multiplied it and he didn't have the mana to use it. So maybe he has the mana to use it now. I don't see a reason why I would actually develop here. That's the card. Yeah, that's the creator card. So he was looking for something like that.
Hang on, Buzzball.
Hey. If you are here, her return must be imminent.
Alright, so that's fine with me. I can block down his entire board. I draw another LULU, which all around start, so I actually won't get help picks, which kind of sucks. But yeah, my guy, what plans do you have, sir, kind sir? As he's leveled up, I don't think Caitlyn's probably nowhere near leveling. I'm gonna keep Lulu in my hand because I don't need the mana or anything like that, so I don't need to throw her out there and get her screwed over by one of these things. Hex Tech 4 damage, okay. Exactly, she would have died to that. He gets, what? Nonsense. Alright, we're gonna bring that out. I could trade this board down pretty efficiently, but I'd rather get my health back in some way, shape, or form. I do need to stay out of like decimate range. That's 5, and that's pretty good. And like I can open attack with this. Since Ravenous Flock is a thing, I should have maybe just blocked that. But I definitely don't want to get hit by the a Mystic Shot. Kayle? Kayle, my love? Kayle? Hey! I like it when she listens to a player. Alright, so there she is. Do I?
Spare the innocent, punish the wicked.
There she is. You ain't breaking shit. Bring your ass, actually. I want to talk to you, player. No, there's no way I have lethal here, though. Like, look at that. Like, she actually almost has her other passive activated here. Double decimate doesn't kill me. Kayle levels.
Holy fire, burn away the darkness.
Like, just imagine if I actually had the chick on 6, which I didn't. I didn't have her on 6. She is leveled here again.
Hot on the trail.
Caitlyn, like she's forfeiting that. One of my favorite things to do is this. Now I'm gonna put a barrier on my lifesteal unit. Fuck around and find out. And I'm gonna play this. There's only one other card he has in his hand. And that is...
I have done in your name.
That's perfectly fine. Gets... You do not have pearls, my guy. And that's because I think he would have triggered that. Lulu in the building, but I think it's too late, my guy. It's too late. Do I get cheeky? I get cheeky. Because remember, this thing is empowered 5 and it actually synergizes with Lulu. Don't you fucking dare! What a whore. You're such a whore. He didn't let me rock. She probably looks for that.
Justice light my way.
You got finessed on, my guy. Get out of here.
Rejoice, for evil has been defeated.
Kinda. Ain't no way I win this. So it does make me think of like Hollowed, like Hollow Gwen should work, right? Because Gwen is like 2 separate entities attacking. Do I keep this in my hand? Maybe. I might lose this, but Gwen actually is interesting, right? Because the Hollowed buff would bounce around like crazy, right? And then if Gwen's out there, it should really level up Kayle very fast. The way that it's written, right, is based on the attack that is boosted. It's not increase. It just doesn't read like that. Or am I bugging? Does it read like that to you guys? I've already shown how it works, but this is just not written correctly. Because what I wanted to do, what this actually means, how you can play Kayle, you actually can play with temporary stuff. You can play with temporary buffs because the temporary buffs will last on her. So I think that was just like, for me, the misconstruing that kind of like messed me up a little bit there. All right, he plays that. Cool. We're gonna be able to play the Winged Messenger here. So if he's trying to go with an elusive strategy, it's definitely not gonna work. So yeah, I actually think that might be a better deck because you'll be able to actually go into, like I said, go into Hollowed and utilize that as a way to get a big attack, and then she'll just gain the attack, and then you have access to Vengeance, you have access to Quietus. I actually have another deck. I was gonna go Viego because everyone was trying to probably think like, oh, I need to attack with like the Ephemeral units, it would be fine, and I agreed with that. But I thought like more temporary units with big buffs, so you don't have to like stick something on the board. And I think that's where the difference between the Chime-based deck. Everyone was probably saying, like, I need to stick something on the board. And this guy is blowing my mind right now. But that's fine. Pale Cascade is phenomenal to see here. What I want to do here is pop this and on here and then maybe on this. But as you can see, this, like I said, it synergizes with LULU a lot. Like I could actually get this up to +5/+5 as it's attacking. So like that's actually like a I'll admit that that's a synergy that I honestly wasn't thinking about. So we could utilize boom, and then I mean LULU's a little bit better early. So this thing got only +1, right? So wait, what? I don't I don't. Why is that? How did it get 3? I don't understand. I actually have to see how it works with Hollowed. I think I really have to see how it works with Hollowed. Because Hollow might be the bee's knees. Saga Seeker is awesome to see. Because like I said, chimes in my personal opinion are relatively slow.
If you do not have a part to play, take one.
Okay.
Peace is a trail painted with blood.
We're gonna take a lot of damage here. I can block those, right? No, the Shepherd. This was the deck I was going to make. I'm just gonna spoil it. I was gonna make a Soul Shepherd deck because I found that it gives you things that you can easily attack with without having like an insane amount of commitment. I think that that's basically the deck that I was thinking about.
Yep, that tasted purple.
This actually would have been a maybe thinking about Lulu's Whimsy would have been a pretty good thing to just Whimsy this, so the attack is not as strong. But I think he's going for an extremely strong attack right now. I don't die to it by any means, but I do think that this deck should run Atrocity.
Find your own mischief.
Maybe I should have played the Lulu that I didn't have. He could have a like a Mark of the Owls or something like that. He could definitely boost this up a little bit. That's very painful, but I have to like pressure him back pretty much. He doesn't have too many cards in his hand. He has just as much as I do. We get the Wing-tailed. But now that I know he's running like, maybe we open attack and hope that it forces some trades. Actually,
Humanity's darkest hour demands my return.
I can use this to get the quick attack out of it. As long as he doesn't do anything here. But this Evolve Feast, maybe that might have been... Okay, perfect. And he's just using that for blockers.
Whoa, dizzy.
That should be a big boost. Six mana can still rip the Vengeance. Fading Copies. I don't know why you'd want this though. I mean, it does get boosted up and shit like that, but he still has the mana. All right, I'm going for it. I need to heal.
Divine absolution is an end to their agony.
I also could have like ripped this, but I kind of doing the damage to him is kind of pointless. So we heal up a little bit.
I stand ready.
So we got, there it is. The Deathless Knight is here. But fortunately, I could just, oh, I can't really chump block him actually. I kind of can, but I can't at the same time. I think he messed up. I actually think he messed up here. I actually meant to summon the other thing, but that's fine. Fading Memories. So now he has a cycle of them, but like this is the Deathless Knight deck that I was thinking of too, but like I don't think you run it in this. Like I feel like he just slowed his tempo down like by a lot. Like by a lot.
Here I am. Wherever here
All right, so the transform here is going to be super important. Is that? No, it just actually goes up to 4. It doesn't do it retroactively, and that actually makes it blockable. But I can whimsily. I have enough mana to do everything that I want, though. Kayle is already in love. See, I don't get, like, why is she not? Whatever.
Accept your fate.
That's an insane block. Adorbis into that, so we get the heal again.
How frail mortality, how impure and wicked.
Vengeance. He has a lot of answers. Oh my God, nothing. That was it. This is a huge tempo loss. Like you have to use this differently. That's like when I did the video on it. Like I realized that it's not like super duper strong. It is good, but it's not, I think, as strong as we anticipated that it might be. And that is Overwhelm. I mean, that's gonna be good, but I already healed back up. Like it gets at the round end, it just keeps getting worse and worse for you, buddy. Oh yeah, that's when you need 2 cards in the hand to use. I could just block with this.
I will die when I am ready.
Next turn, this thing just becomes permanently that dude.
Well, it was fresh.
Wait, why did you? No, that was already on the field. Okay. Pale Cascade trades into that. These don't synergize with each other either. Okay. I mean, I trade my Saga Seeker over here, pretty much. Hopefully I draw 2 cards that I can Purifying Flame into. I don't need to heal, at least not that I could see. He doesn't have any Hollowed here. I think this is like an open and shut case, Johnson. I think that this is just a huge tempo loss for this style of deck. This, like, he needs to be in a deck when you're focusing specifically on him.
Don't make me flamigify you.
Yo, let him know, Lulu. We ain't here to waste time, okay? Buddy cakes.
Let's see what's out there.
And also it really depends on what I draw here. That's good to see. So we kill off his Deathless Knight. Useless. I block this. He has no cards in his hand.
Together, stranger.
So he's literally at the mercy of anything that I feel like blocking. I don't have to take damage here at all. But in the essence of possibly something coming next turn. So I'm gonna keep this in hand. If I draw something else, I'll be able to Purify and Flame both of them. Now this card is stayed on the field way too long. I think it's just GG. Oh wait. I have to attack.
They won't like this.
Be not afraid.
I almost fell for the trap.
Here you see the rarely seen pick. She's super cute. Yeah.
Almost fell for the nice little what is it? Not harrowing, but the whatever. He could have drawn into it technically.
Their transgressions will be forgiven.
All right, we got Kindred and Santa Braum in the building. I like this curve a lot, actually. Outside of getting Quietus, and Wisdom. So I want to first try to avoid it there. So if he Quietus this, then he Quietus is it. I want to avoid like Valfeast or go hard. So Quietus that, that's fine. Kayle here is I think too risky. Instead, we're gonna go wide, see if he has an answer for that in general, and then we can see if Kayle get what she deserves. Ruination. I mean, this is the essence of fuck around and find out. I mean, I can't. He's had every answer for us so far. We didn't get to attack with anything, so. I feel like if I play Kayle right now without. If I play Kayle without her champion spell or any type of protection, and it's a howling bit, I hate it so fucking much. I love my boy Snooty though, but I think that this playstyle is extremely toxic. I really do, and I'll say it to the day I die. It's so brain dead. All you do is just bullshit until this card bails you out. Even Barkeep is more legitimate than this is, and I'll stand on that.
For justice.
Yes, now I gotta deal with leveled Garen. Leveled Garen. And I mean, it's smart though, because like you have, like he can even vengeance me right now. How much do I get?
Justice will be done.
Okay, I actually do go up to 6. And I have go up to 6, potentially 7. I'm praying that his hand is like just doo-doo outside of him drawing these things. Caddus of Aeons. I guess that's just a heal. He's already at 10 mana. And I'm just praying that he doesn't draw into something that's gonna piss me off. Sure.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face.
I can kind of predict that. That's why he open attacked. He doesn't care about this unit at all because it's just generated and he probably has another one in hand. This card should just be a game mode.
I rend a bloody path through Shurima.
Or my other suggestion is that they're actually level. He played another one, that's funny. Can't deal with it. It's gonna probably sound harsh, but I 120,000% rather fight against Seraphine than fight against that card. All right, we got the Bone Keener. Oh, what a terrible hand. I'll keep maybe 1. This deck actually is not like slow. Damn, that other hand I had was like kind of spicy. I like to have the chime on this and then we drop this down. Oh shit. Now this card, I theorized that it would be kind of problematic because it keeps throwing itself into the top of your deck, and I feel like eventually you don't care about the strategy of it and you rather just draw cards. And it's when it's destroyed. You do have a constant landmark to die. He's not in Bando City, so he can't Arsenal.
I do not break rules.
I bend them slightly.
It's like my friend, Akshan on 2.
Villains beware.
Every fucking game I play against this guy. Akshan on 2? Can I get a little Akshan on 2? Alright, do we definitely play this one now? I want to boost him up because it actually levels up Kayle a little bit better. So we get to see it live in effect. Like she got 2, right? Because it should be from like 2 things attacking, right? But it said +4. I don't know. I don't have to necessarily take the. Actually, yeah, you can't do shit here. I want to keep my unit. I do think that this deck obviously has destroy. I mean, he can destroy it right now, right? So now he can destroy that and keep it, and then at least now I have a blocker for it. This might be like a little spicy little deck, actually. Oh, this thing has fearsome naturally too. Very interesting. Next turn we drop the aspect, obviously.
With blood.
Here I am, there I am.
Chip is in the deck as well. Now, he does have to be somewhat careful of like attacking with Akshan. That lets me know he doesn't have like a Shapestone or something like that, or else he would have just played it there. I could take the favorable trade here. I can be hushed. Save that. This dies to that. I kind of like that. Obviously, if he attacked with the other thing, I could have put it on this and then had a favorable trade. But I think I'm just gonna go with dropping the aspect and then kind of having a value fight with him. Outside of
Deliverance of judgment, I stand ready.
outside of whatchamacallit, like what am I trying to say? Outside of like siphoning strike, which I don't necessarily think you run in this deck. I think that you just do this all day. So I think that I can sit here, he's gonna sit there, we're both gonna sit around, and I think that that's kind of what's gonna happen here. We have some lifesteal, we'll have some things. Right now I definitely, like, everything's in my hand, which is fine, but I kind of want to flood the board a little bit here. If he gives me the chance to play the Navori Longtail, I want to get the Brigard out, and then I'll probably pay Kayle like next turn. Kayle's getting like buffs and stuff like that regardless. I will block. Oh no, I won't. Sorry. That's fine. I think I can heal this back. This region combination, as far as I know, is not about that life. So this one, I'm gonna split it, so I have more stats. Now, unfortunately, I'm fighting against a region that not only has Hush, but also has the quicksand thing. So my Kayle is very vulnerable. Okay, now that's in the deck, right?
Can it be? She has truly returned?
To reclaim my holy fire and set this world to rights. Holy fire will cleanse the evil within.
Okay. Let's drop Kayle, see what he does.
These mortals do not deserve to look upon you.
It allows me to actually lifesteal that.
We must show them grace.
Okay. A lot of mana here. I feel like we just full swing. I have a lot of defense here, unless he actually is running Hush.
Oh, you're in for it. Her light still burns.
Boom, boom, boom. I know the mountain.
We have one combat trick in our hand. He has every combat trick that you can imagine. Only 4 cards though. And he used this, so eventually he's going to draw into that other card, that landmark, right? I'm just hoping that he doesn't have. I have to play like he. I have to at least play like he doesn't. Oh my God, he doesn't have it. He actually does not have it. This is when anything's targeted, right?
Never seen a contraption like this before.
That's like so much information, it's insane. We healed back, so now we can go back to that same game that we were playing before, as far as like, I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna die to that.
Divine absolution is an end to their
Kayle levels.
holy fire. Burn away the darkness.
We get 2 double Pale Cascades. I mean, if he attacks with just this by itself, I don't care. He's shown so far that he doesn't have Burial Sands, or I mean, oh, he's playing a fantastic game of chicken. He doesn't have that. Oh, okay, there we go. Perfect.
Those that cry out for justice shall have it.
There you go. Now, that is the deck. We got 3 wins with it, so I'm very happy about that. Also, I forgot to put it in this because I was so focused on Kayle's thing. But in terms of... Where the hell is it? Remember that you are in Targon, and you do have Mikhail's Blessing. I think it's a 3-cost card, actually. Mikhail's Blessing. And I actually would prefer to run this, and I did run it when I was testing it before. Super good card. Super flexible, allows you to actually remove the Hush, remove the quicksand effects, and get all your keywords back and everything like that. Now it says negative keywords, so I don't know if like that. I know it works with Hush, but I don't know if it works with the Burial Sands that just says that it takes off your keywords. I don't know if it works with that, but there is the option of using that to kind of keep a little bit more consistency. There's also options like running more of the spell shield stuff. As you see, maybe I would have been a little bit better off. I'm not running any equipments, but this card is still pretty good. Actually, since I'm not running equipments, you just go Bastion 100%. Or even this Iula, which it doesn't really technically work too much in that deck. But What do you guys think about this iteration of the deck? Do you guys think it's viable? I think it's okay. I think that definitely running into Shadow Owls might be a little bit pesky because they can manipulate it, unless they have if they don't have direct removal. If they're doing removal through other stuff, you have ways to get yourself out of danger, quote unquote. You can start getting really big and become a problem. Now again, I actually haven't watched a video of the Bard Kayle to see if it just actually flows pretty good, but I just look at, like I said, I like the pressure that this deck is more aggro based. But now I'm thinking about Noxus, and I think I saw someone do like Riven. Like I was looking through other decks, like I think Riven Kayle was something that people were doing. But Riven only has one thing. She has the +2, and then the other one is quick attack and overwhelm. So I don't feel like that necessarily works out. But anywho, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Now, all the champions decks have been done, so now I get to test out some of the other things that I was looking into. So look forward to that. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys. Peace.